David Lynch, a name synonymous with the strange and the surreal, has left an indelible mark on the world of cinema and art. His films are not mere entertainment, they are journeys into the subconscious, explorations of the dark underbelly of American life, and meditations on the very nature of reality itself. Lynch's works are often characterized by their unsettling imagery, their haunting soundtracks, and their refusal to offer easy answers. Born in 1946, Lynch's career spans over 5 decades, during which he has directed cult classic films, groundbreaking television series, and even ventured into the world of music and painting. His influence can be felt in the works of countless contemporary artists and filmmakers, a testament to the enduring power of his unique vision. This essay delves into the enigmatic world of David Lynch, exploring his early life, his artistic influences, and the recurring themes that permeate his work. We will examine some of his most significant films and television shows, analyzing their impact on both the world of cinema and popular culture. Finally, we will consider Lynch's lasting legacy and his continued relevance in the 21st century. Lynch's films are not for the faint of heart. They are often disturbing, unsettling, and even downright terrifying. But beneath the surface of his nightmarish visions lies a profound sense of humanity. Lynch's characters are often deeply flawed individuals grappling with their own inner demons. Whether it's the grotesque inhabitants of Eraserhead's industrial wasteland, the perverse undercurrents of Blue Velvet's seemingly idyllic small town, or the sinister forces at work in Twin Peaks, Lynch's films expose the darkness that lurks beneath the surface of everyday life. He forces us to confront the uncomfortable truths about ourselves and the world we live in. And yet, for all their darkness, Lynch's films are also strangely beautiful. His use of light and shadow is masterful, creating a sense of atmosphere that is both alluring and unsettling. His soundtracks, often composed in collaboration with Angelo Badalamenti, are equally evocative, blending haunting melodies with industrial soundscapes. Lynch's work is a reminder that the world is a strange and wonderful place full of beauty and horror in equal measure. He is a master of the unsettling, a cinematic alchemist who transforms our deepest fears and desires into art. David Lynch is a true original, an artist who has consistently defied expectations and challenged conventions. His films are not easily categorized or pigeonholed. They exist in a realm of their own, a surreal and dreamlike space where anything is possible. Lynch's work is often open to interpretation, and he rarely offers definitive answers to the questions his films raise. This ambiguity is part of what makes his work so compelling. It invites us to engage with his films on our own terms, to draw our own conclusions and find our own meaning in the mysteries he presents. His influence can be seen in the work of filmmakers like David Fincher, Charlie Kaufman, and the Safdie brothers, all of whom have cited Lynch as an inspiration. Like Lynch, these filmmakers are drawn to exploring the dark side of human nature, and they share his willingness to push the boundaries of conventional storytelling. David Lynch is more than just a filmmaker, he is a cultural icon. His work has seeped into the collective unconscious, influencing everything from fashion to music to advertising. He has created a world of his own, a world that is both familiar and deeply strange, a world that continues to fascinate and disturb us in equal measure. David Lynch was born in Missoula, Montana in 1946, a small city in the American West. His father, Donald, was a research scientist, leading the family to relocate frequently. Lynch recalls his early years with fondness, describing a happy childhood. The American landscape deeply influenced his artistic sensibility. The family moved to Sandpoint, Idaho, known for its natural beauty. Here, Lynch's fascination with hidden undercurrents in small-town life began. This theme would later become a recurring motif in his films. Lynch's artistic inclinations emerged early on. He displayed a natural talent for drawing and painting. His parents encouraged his creativity. This nurturing environment allowed Lynch to explore his creative impulses. Lynch was also drawn to cinema. He spent countless hours at the local movie theater. Films like Sunset Boulevard and Rebel Without a Cause left a mark on him. These early encounters with cinema shaped his artistic trajectory. As Lynch navigated adolescence, his artistic interests evolved. He was fascinated by Beat Generation writers, especially Jack Kerouac. Kerouac's themes of alienation and nonconformity influenced Lynch's worldview. Lynch also explored music, drawn to rock and roll's raw energy. Elvis Presley's rebellious spirit captivated him. Music became a visceral experience for Lynch. This understanding of music's power would later manifest in his films. At Alexandria High School, Lynch's artistic talents flourished. He excelled in art classes, recognized for his raw talent. Mentor Bushnell Keeler guided Lynch, refining his skills. Keeler encouraged Lynch to consider a career in art. Despite his talents, Lynch faced teenage challenges. He grappled with restlessness and a sense of not fitting in. These feelings later found expression in his art. Lynch enrolled in the Pennsylvania Academy of the Fine Arts, immersing himself in Philadelphia's vibrant art scene. Philadelphia's rich history and artistic community pushed Lynch to experiment with new ideas. He discovered avant-garde filmmakers like Stan Brakhage and Maya Deren, igniting his passion for experimental cinema. Lynch began to see film as a canvas for his surreal visions. In 1970, he moved to Los Angeles with an AFI grant to create a short film. There he began his first feature-length film, Eraserhead, in 1977. This intense creative struggle forged Lynch's unique, unsettling style. The release of Eraserhead in 1977 was a cinematic earthquake. A surreal journey into the anxieties of fatherhood, it was unlike anything audiences had seen. Shot in stark black and white, it introduced Lynch's unique brand of cinematic surrealism. Henry Spencer with his towering hairstyle became an instant cult icon. Despite its disturbing imagery, Eraserhead garnered significant critical acclaim. It became a cult classic, playing to packed midnight screenings for years. Eraserhead cemented Lynch's status as a cinematic auteur with a singular vision. After Eraserhead's success, Lynch was approached by Mel Brooks Films to direct The Elephant Man. The film, starring John Hurt and Anthony Hopkins, was a critical and commercial triumph. Its emotional depth and stunning black and white cinematography earned 8 Academy Award nominations. The Elephant Man showcased Lynch's versatility and empathy for outsiders. With The Elephant Man's success, Lynch returned to darker, surreal territory with Blue Velvet. The 1986 neo-noir thriller exposed sinister secrets beneath a peaceful community. Starring Kyle MacLachlan, Isabella Rossellini, and Dennis Hopper, it was both acclaimed and controversial. Critics debated its graphic violence and disturbing content. Despite this, Blue Velvet became a cult classic, influencing countless films and shows. Lynch cemented his status as a master of the unsettling, challenging audiences for decades. In 1990, Lynch and Mark Frost unleashed Twin Peaks, a series unlike any other. Set in Twin Peaks, Washington, it followed the murder investigation of Laura Palmer, blending soap opera melodrama, quirky humor, and chilling suspense. Starring Kyle MacLachlan as FBI agent Dale Cooper, the show became a cultural phenomenon. Its influence is seen in shows like The X-Files, Lost, and Stranger Things. Twin Peaks proved television could be as artistic and thought-provoking as cinema. David Lynch's films are not bound by the constraints of logic or linear narrative. Instead, they flow like dreams, drifting between moments of clarity and sequences that defy rational explanation. He invites his audience not to passively consume, but to actively engage in a dance with their own subconscious. His films are tapestries woven from the fabric of dreams, nightmares, and the unsettling space where the two intertwine. Lynch masterfully employs techniques borrowed from surrealist art, disrupting conventional cinematic language to create a world where the familiar takes on a sinister edge. The ordinary becomes extraordinary, often through subtle shifts in lighting, sound design, or the introduction of bizarre, unexplained occurrences. These moments, infused with a sense of creeping dread, lodge themselves in the viewer's mind long after the credits roll. Consider the recurring motif of the red curtain, a visual cue that acts as a portal between reality and some unknown, often unsettling dimension. It's a recurring motif in Lynch's work, signifying a transition to a realm where the rules of the everyday no longer apply. This interplay between the real and the unreal, the mundane and the nightmarish, is at the heart of Lynch's unique cinematic style. This deliberate blurring of boundaries forces the audience to confront their own perceptions of reality. Are we witnessing a character's descent into madness, a supernatural event, or simply a manifestation of the subconscious mind? Lynch offers no easy answers, preferring to leave the interpretation to the viewer, fostering an active and engaged relationship with his work. Lynch's films often take place in seemingly idyllic American settings. A quiet suburban neighborhood, a sleepy logging town, a sun-drenched Los Angeles boulevard. Yet, beneath the veneer of normalcy, something sinister festers. Like a skilled surgeon, Lynch peels back the layers of these seemingly perfect worlds to reveal the darkness that lies beneath. His characters, often grappling with their own internal demons, become mirrors reflecting the duality of human nature. They are neither wholly good nor entirely evil, but complex beings driven by desire, fear, and the weight of their pasts. This complexity is part of what makes Lynch's characters so compelling and relatable, despite their often bizarre actions. The violence in Lynch's films is rarely gratuitous. It is a visceral manifestation of the repressed tensions simmering beneath the surface of his meticulously crafted worlds. A seemingly harmless object like a lampshade or a garden hose can take on a sinister quality, becoming a symbol of the violence that lurks beneath the surface of everyday life. Lynch's mastery lies in his ability to make us confront the uncomfortable truth that darkness is not something external to us, it resides within us all. His films are a reminder that the line between civilization and savagery is often razor thin, a truth as unsettling as it is undeniable. Sound, or the absence of it, plays a pivotal role in Lynch's cinematic tapestry. His collaborations with composer Angelo Badalamenti have resulted in some of the most iconic and haunting film scores in cinematic history. Badalamenti's music, often a blend of ethereal melodies and industrial soundscapes, heightens the emotional impact of Lynch's visuals, creating an atmosphere of dread, desire, or otherworldly beauty. Think of the haunting theme from Twin Peaks, a melancholic melody that evokes both the beauty and the tragedy that permeate the show's world. Or the use of industrial sounds in Eraserhead, which transform the film's urban setting into a claustrophobic nightmare. These sonic landscapes linger in the viewer's mind long after the film has ended, a testament to the power of sound to shape our emotional response to cinema. Yet Lynch also understands the power of silence. He uses it strategically to build tension, creating moments of unbearable suspense by withholding sound at crucial moments. A sudden hush in the middle of a chaotic scene can be more unnerving than any scream or explosion. This masterful interplay of sound and silence keeps the audience on edge, their senses heightened, their anticipation building with each passing moment. It's through this sophisticated soundscape that Lynch achieves a heightened sense of realism in his films. By paying close attention to the subtle nuances of sound, he creates a world that feels both familiar and profoundly strange, drawing the viewer into his unique and unsettling vision. Lynch's films are not puzzles to be solved, but mysteries to be explored. He rarely provides definitive answers or easy resolutions, preferring to leave the audience with more questions than answers. This ambiguity is not a weakness but a deliberate artistic choice, an invitation to engage with his work on a deeper, more personal level. He trusts his audience enough to let them find their own meaning in the labyrinthine narratives and enigmatic imagery he presents. This approach, while frustrating for some, is precisely what draws many viewers to his work. It's an invitation to step off the well-trodden path of conventional storytelling and wander through the uncharted territory of the subconscious mind. This embrace of ambiguity is not a rejection of meaning but an acknowledgement of its multiplicity. Lynch's films are like mirrors reflecting the complexities of the human experience back at us. They are open to multiple interpretations, each viewer bringing their own experiences, fears, and desires to the table. And that, perhaps, is the enduring allure of David Lynch's cinema. It's a world where dreams and nightmares collide, where the familiar takes on a sinister edge, and where the only limits are those of the imagination. His films are a testament to the power of cinema to challenge, provoke, and ultimately, to remind us that the greatest mysteries are often those that lie within ourselves. Eraserhead, David Lynch's debut feature film, burst onto the cinematic landscape in 1977, a surreal and unsettling vision. Shot in stark black and white, the film is a nightmarish journey into the anxieties of fatherhood. Henry Spencer, played by Jack Nance, navigates a world where reality and nightmare blur. The film's impact was immediate and profound. Critics recognized Lynch as a visionary artist. Audiences, initially repulsed, were captivated by its dreamlike logic and haunting imagery. Eraserhead became a midnight movie staple, cementing its status as a cult classic. David Lynch's Blue Velvet, 1986, reveals the dark undercurrents of small-town America, exposing sinister secrets beneath suburban facades. College student Jeffrey Beaumont, played by Kyle MacLachlan, discovers a severed ear, leading him into a world of violence and psychological torment. The film's graphic violence and disturbing content sparked controversy and debate. Critics were divided, some praising Lynch as a visionary, others accusing him of sensationalism. The controversy amplified Blue Velvet's cultural impact, solidifying Lynch's reputation as a provocateur. Despite the controversy, the film garnered critical acclaim for its visuals, characters, and haunting soundtrack. Dennis Hopper's performance as Frank Booth is career-defining, exuding menace and unpredictability. Isabella Rossellini is compelling as Dorothy Valens, a nightclub singer in a dangerous relationship. Blue Velvet lingers in the mind long after the credits roll. Its disturbing imagery and exploration of dark human nature have left an indelible mark on popular culture. Blue Velvet's legacy is a testament to Lynch's ability to shock and disturb, revealing darkness beneath idyllic communities. In 1990, David Lynch and Mark Frost unleashed Twin Peaks, a series that redefined television with its blend of melodrama, humor, suspense, and surrealism. Set in Twin Peaks, Washington, the show followed the investigation of Laura Palmer's murder, revealing the town's dark secrets. Kyle MacLachlan's portrayal of Agent Dale Cooper became iconic, adding surreal humor to the series. Twin Peaks' influence is seen in shows like The X-Files, Lost, and Stranger Things. In 2001, David Lynch returned with Mulholland Drive, a neo-noir mystery set in Hollywood's Dream Factory. It follows Betty, an aspiring actress, and Rita, an amnesiac. Their realities unravel in a maze of deceit and delusion. Mulholland Drive is Lynch's most enigmatic film, a puzzle box defying easy interpretation. Its haunting atmosphere leaves viewers disoriented, questioning reality and imagination. A haunting cinematic experience exploring Hollywood's dark side. With Inland Empire, released in 2006, David Lynch ventured into digital filmmaking, crafting his most experimental film to date. Shot on a low budget using handheld digital cameras, the film delves into the darkest recesses of the human psyche, exploring themes of identity, memory, and reality. Laura Dern delivers a tour de force performance. Inland Empire is a demanding, unforgettable cinematic journey. David Lynch's influence on cinema extends far beyond direct homages or stylistic imitations. He has created a new vocabulary for fear, unsettling viewers through atmosphere, sound, and the unspoken. The term Lynchian is synonymous with a world where the mundane becomes imbued with creeping dread. Lynch's work taps into our primal fears, reminding us that darkness can lurk in unexpected corners. David Lynch's embrace of surrealism, his dreamlike approach to storytelling, has profoundly impacted cinema and television. Lynch's films are tapestries of dream imagery, unsettling encounters, and fever dreams. He invites us to surrender to his narratives and get lost in his characters' minds. This surrealism inspires new filmmakers, breaking free from conventional narratives and delving into the subconscious mind. Films like Requiem for a Dream and Black Swan owe a debt to Lynch, exploring mental illness and identity. Their surreal, disturbing lens reflects Lynch's influence. Shows like Legion and Mr. Robot embrace his psychological surrealism, unfolding like waking nightmares with fragmented realities and unreliable perceptions. This shift reflects the limitations of traditional narratives. Lynch's films offer a more authentic reflection of our world, embracing non-linearity and dream logic. The mind operates through associations and sensory experiences. Lynch's work reflects this, offering an authentic experience of our chaotic world. The rise of surrealism reacts against sanitized mainstream entertainment. In an era of superhero franchises, Lynch's work stands as a testament to imagination, reminding us that the most rewarding stories defy categorization and leave a lasting impression, long after the credits have rolled. David Lynch's most enduring contribution to horror lies in his masterful creation of atmosphere. True horror is not about what we see but what we feel. Lynch's films create a sense of unease that lingers long after the credits roll. His techniques, from sound design to long takes, build palpable tension. Lynch's influence on psychological horror is undeniable. His films explore internal struggles and the dark side of human nature. They pave the way for nuanced, terrifying horror. Films like The Babadook, The Witch, and Hereditary owe a debt to Lynch. This shift reflects a desire for intelligent, thought-provoking horror. Lynch's films show horror can explore our deepest fears and anxieties. His influence inspires filmmakers to embrace the power of suggestion. Lynch's films are as unsettling as they are unforgettable. Section 4. Sound as Character: The Evolution of Cinematic Soundscapes. David Lynch's films are sonic assaults, enveloping viewers in unsettling sounds and haunting melodies. His collaborations with Angelo Badalamenti have redefined cinematic soundscapes. Lynch's use of sound is unconventional and unexpected. Films like The Revenant and Arrival showcase the power of sound design. Lynch's legacy is one of innovation, pushing the boundaries of cinema. David Lynch, the enigmatic auteur from Missoula, Montana, has left an indelible mark on cinema. From painting unsettling images to directing iconic films, his journey is a testament to artistic vision. Lynch's films linger in the mind, their haunting imagery challenging our perceptions of reality. From Eraserhead to Mulholland Drive, Lynch has crafted a unique cinematic language. His films explore the dark underbelly of American life with dreamlike logic. Lynch is a master of atmosphere, using sound, light, and shadow to create unsettling worlds. His work offers a cinematic experience unlike any other. At the heart of Lynch's cinema lies a fascination with the unconscious mind. His films flow like dreams, drifting between clarity and sequences that defy rational explanation. Lynch invites us to engage with our subconscious, embracing ambiguity, and getting lost in his characters' minds. His films are populated by dreamers and eccentrics, searching for meaning in an alienating world. Lynch's characters grapple with internal demons, repressed desires, and hidden traumas. He shows us the thin line between sanity and madness, and how buried things resurface unexpectedly. Lynch believes in the power of dreams and the subconscious to reveal hidden truths. He understands that logic and reason have limits, and profound insights come from embracing the unknown. In a world dominated by logic, Lynch's films remind us of the importance of the irrational and the dreamlike. He encourages us to embrace the unknown, trust our instincts, and explore the mysteries within us. David Lynch's films reveal the darkness beneath everyday life. He sets stories in idyllic towns, peeling back layers to expose secrets and repressed desires. Lynch's films remind us that beneath order lies chaos and uncertainty. His work confronts the uncomfortable realities of the human condition. David Lynch's films are not puzzles to be solved, but rather mysteries to be explored. He rarely provides definitive answers or easy resolutions, preferring to leave the audience with more questions than answers. This ambiguity is not a weakness but a deliberate artistic choice, an invitation to engage with his work on a deeper, more personal level. He trusts his audience enough to let them find their own meaning in the labyrinthine narratives and enigmatic imagery he presents. Lynch's films are like dreams, open to multiple interpretations, each viewer bringing their own experiences, fears, and desires to the table. This embrace of ambiguity is not a rejection of meaning but rather an acknowledgement of its multiplicity. His films are like mirrors reflecting the complexities of the human experience back at us, reminding us that there are no easy answers, no simple solutions, only the endless search for meaning and connection in a world that often feels random and absurd. In an age of instant gratification and easily digestible entertainment, David Lynch's films stand as a testament to the power of ambiguity, the allure of the unknown, and the enduring appeal of a good mystery. His work is a reminder that the most rewarding journeys are often those that take us off the beaten path, into the uncharted territories of the mind, where the only limits are those of the imagination. His films are a gift to those who are willing to embrace the unknown, to surrender to the dream, and to find beauty and wonder in the most unexpected places.